Hi, I'm Vicki Rackner. I'm from Seattle, Washington. I spend my days helping family caregivers manage stress, minimize guilt, and avoid burnout. A common question that caregivers ask is, why do I have guilt and what do I do about it? Let's begin with the question, what is guilt? Just like the warning lights on your car dashboard, guilt is a messenger. You have a picture in your mind of your ideal self, your thoughts and feelings and actions when you're at your very best. You compare that to your real self, your real thoughts, feelings, and actions. Guilt tells you that there's a mismatch between your ideal self and your real self. As you look at the bridge, imagine that your ideal self is the foundation on one side of the river and your real self as the foundation on the other. Guilt spans the distance. Guilt can serve you when you stop to ask the question, where is the mismatch and what do I want to do about it? In other words, the episode that elicited the guilt can help you move closer to the kind of caregiver that you want to be when you simply stop to ask the question, what am I going to do differently next time? While guilt can serve you, guilt can also drain you. I remember talking with a caregiver in anguish about his guilt of not accepting his mother's apology. For years, he held a grudge against his mother. And now, his guilt is really about him holding a grudge against himself. This man released the guilt and the grudge by making the choice to forgive himself. The ability to forgive is a vital caregiver tool and will be the topic of another video. Let me say a word about guilt's distant cousin, disappointment. If guilt spans the distance between the ideal you and the real you, then disappointment spans the distance between the world as you expect it and the world as you experience it. Here's how they're different. Guilt is an inside job. You have complete control over your own thoughts, feelings, and actions. However, you cannot control the outside world. You can minimize your disappointment by adjusting your expectations for how the world should be. Here are some tips for managing guilt. First, identify when you're feeling guilty. Some people feel guilt as a heaviness in the pit of their stomach, where others feel thoughts buzzing around in their head. Second, suspend your judgment. Guilt is just information. It's neither good nor bad, it just is. Third, adopt a curious attitude. Say to yourself, this is interesting. I'm feeling guilty. I wonder where that mismatch between my ideal self and my real self is. Fourth, understand that guilt can either serve you or imprison you, and you get to decide. You can use the information of what's happening today to propel you to a better tomorrow or to get stuck in the past. If you do have a guilt grudge, think about forgiving yourself. You'll be a more effective caregiver if you can get beyond the past and move on to a better future. This is Dr. Vicki. If you enjoyed this video, there's more for you. Please visit the website below where you'll find lots more information about how to be the kind of caregiver you want to be.